Hey guys, this is Stal Yafty with Closeout. Don't celebrate your failures. So here's a concept. For a very long time, I've been hearing the concept of celebrating your successes, right? The importance of actually amplifying what's good, amplifying what's working, making sure that you enjoy those moments, you celebrate those moments as a startup with your team when things go right and when you hit a victory. And for many, many years as an entrepreneur, I've always been struggling to actually execute that. Here's the natural behavior that I find myself kind of stumbling into. When things go right, I kind of disregard it. It's something where I don't know, maybe I don't feel comfortable celebrating my success or celebrating when things are going right because I already anticipate kind of the next challenge ahead. As an entrepreneur, as a startup, you're always looking to the future. So when things go right in the current, I kind of go, yeah, okay, that's good. Let's be happy for a second, but let's go back to our game and let's focus back onto the future and make sure that we're on top of our game as new challenges will come up. So I've always had a really hard time to actually personally feel happy for more than a few seconds when things went right. And also a lot of times you set those big goals and once you arrive them, you already have new goals, right? That the carrot in front of you has moved as you have moved in the journey. So there's always something in front of you that you're trying to reach and not quite there yet. And once you get to that place, there's something new that you want to reach that you're not quite there yet. So I've always struggled to celebrate my successes. But on the flip side, when things went bad, when things don't go well, when we had a big failure or a big loss, that naturally was always something I would dedicate a lot of attention to, and not in being super negative, like in saying, oh, everything is shit and nothing is working, we're gonna be screwed. That's not type of my personality, but in giving it like very intense focus and looking at it as realistically as I can and not sugarcoating things and going, you know what, this week was horrible. What can we do? Why is it going badly? What can we change? Something needs to change now. We need a solution. And basically creating a bunch of stress in the moment because something went wrong or it was a bad day or a bad week or a bad something, right? So celebrating or focusing, amplifying failure always came natural to me as an entrepreneur, but celebrating success was a challenge and something I constantly failed at. So recently I came up with a hack, and I've told this to many entrepreneurs and many friends of mine that are in startups, and many of them have come back by now and given me feedback that model of reframing the issue actually worked for them and made a significant difference. So I wanted to share it with you as well. So here's the epiphany that I had, or the moment of clarity that kind of shifted and reframed the situation for me. I thought, you know what, if it's so hard for me to actually celebrate my successes, but it's easy for me to celebrate, amplify, focus, give a lot of attention and energy to my failures, what if I, instead of trying to change my behavior on the success side of things, what if I just adopt the same behavior that I put into successes to failures? What if I just don't celebrate my failures as much? It's fine. If we have a great week, I will not care that much about it. But what if I try to also not care as much if we have a bad week? What if I tell myself, you know what, I didn't celebrate my success a few weeks ago, so fuck it, who cares about the failure of this week? It'll pass and another week will come, or another month will come and something better will happen. What if I actually don't care as much as deeply and don't stress myself as much as deeply about the days or weeks that don't go as well? And I've tried this, and actually that, strangely enough, was much easier for me than the reverse. So it was much easier for me to, when we had bad times, remind myself and go, you know what, good times will come again. Yeah, let's fix things. Let's think about how to solve problems, but let's not stress out about it. Let's not go all crazy about it. Let's not celebrate this moment of failure or where things go wrong by giving it so much attention, so much energy. Let's move on with life. It's just another week, Yeah, if I don't celebrate my successes, I'm not going to celebrate my failures. And I don't know if this, again, I don't know if this is going to work for everybody, but I thought it was worth sharing with others. In a startup, you're going to have lots of highs, lots of lows. It's going to be a pretty stressful environment overall. And one of the reasons why it's even more stressful than it should be, that it actually should be, is because of these many highs and lows, this volatility of emotional stress. So if you can actually reduce the emotional volatility that you have as you're working on making this startup a reality and a success, I think it's going to help you utilize the emotional resources that you have to be more creative, to be more focused, to be more energetic, and at the end of the day, to be a little happier, which shouldn't be a bad thing for most of us out there. So please try it out and let me know how it goes.